The Star Wars universe has shown audiences through movies, TV, books, and games that no matter what, any character could be a hero. Some of the best examples of this came from unlikely places, whether it be from a scoundrel like Han Solo or a lost soul like Ben Solo. Nevertheless, there are countless stories to tell in a galaxy that has spent decades fighting wars against dark forces. This was best shown in the events like the Clone Wars and the Galactic Civil War, which featured unlikely heroes taking charge in the larger conflict. Of these heroes, the Jedi provided countless examples of heroism even as they were taken down from the inside by Chancellor Palpatine. Nevertheless, even when the Great Jedi Purge took place, those that survived never fully shook their ability to protect those in need. Obi-Wan Kenobi proved this over the years, especially in his own spin-off series. This show also confirmed the survival of the unpredictable Quinlan Vos, who may be the most important Jedi not to have a spin-off in this new era of Star Wars. Quinlan Vos was a unique Jedi with the ability of sense echo, which allowed him to see the history of organic and inorganic material he touched. This skill made him an expert tracker and the closest thing to a spy the Jedi Order had. He could be seen in the franchise as early as The Phantom Menace, where he was shown sitting with the denizens of Tatooine as a young Anakin Skywalker walked past him. One of his greatest feats was when he discovered Aayla Secura and took her on as his apprentice. His rebellious nature may have also rubbed off on Secura, as the two never wore traditional Jedi robes. He was later present during the Clone Wars in missions that included the hunt for Jabba the Hutt's son Zero alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi, whose more proper sensibilities challenged Vos's unorthodox methods. Vos also took on the most controversial mission the Jedi ever enacted, the assassination of Count Dooku. This mission eventually had him cross paths with Asajj Ventress, and the two formed a powerful relationship as she helped him embrace the dark side to get close to Dooku. While this worked, it also opened their hearts to each other, and they became lovers. However, the assassination attempt failed and resulted in Vos nearly being lost to the dark side, and Ventress, the one whose love brought him back, being killed as a result. Vos's reliance on the light side kept him from returning to the dark, but his experience in the field may have also saved him during Order 66. After Vos survived the Great Jedi Purge, not much was known about him aside from the fact that he never stopped fighting oppressors. Instead, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series showed that he was an active part of a resistance group known as the Hidden Path that ferried people from the Empire's grasp to safer planets. Considering much of this aspect of Vos's life was told through projects set after his last appearance, a spin-off exploring his life after the Jedi Order could offer a better look at the character and a much more dangerous look at his early years of the Empire. One of the best aspects of Vos as a character was that he wasn't afraid to fight dirty to succeed in his mission. Coupled with his sarcastic personality and skills living undercover, a spin-off could act as Star Wars' version of John Wick, with a character that had no love for the Empire and let out his aggressions on unlucky stormtroopers. Plus, since he never followed the traditional lifestyle choices of the Jedi, he wouldn't act like other Jedi, such as Obi-Wan, and could give fans a more relatable but equally entertaining look at being a Jedi. However, the real draw of the spin-off could be the pull of his emotions and the sadness and guilt he may feel from his past as a Jedi and time with Ventress. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, flashbacks to the years of the Republic, especially time spent with Ventress, could inform audiences of how Vos wasn't afraid to feel love while being a Jedi. Juxtaposed with the budding romance of his second love interest, Colleen Hence, Vos could deal with the struggles of worrying if he'd made the same mistake twice, and if it was fair to Ventress's memory to love again. Tied with his constant fight against the Empire and introduction to the Hidden Path, Vos could be another Jedi poster boy for internal conflict. A spin-off focused on Vos would serve as a perfect example of the importance of exploring lesser-known Jedi in the Star Wars universe. With the prequel trilogy and the Clone Wars as the only cohesive look at the Jedi Order, as well as Tales of the Jedi, there are only so many Jedi that can be explored. While Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, and Shaak Ti have all had their time to shine, they, along with many others, still deserve a shot at a deeper story, especially with the chance of a different perspective of the Order being explored. Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano were the only mainstream Jedi that outwardly questioned the Jedi Order's actions. However, it's unlikely they were the only ones that could offer a more complex look at the Order, especially as the Clone Wars began to dismantle their ideals year by year. For example, Tales of the Jedi showed how, even in the earlier decades, Count Dooku was already wary of the Order's methods, and seeing his slow descent added more depth to his character. Meanwhile, a series about Plo Koon could show that even a Jedi as compassionate as him likely questioned how the Republic abused the clones as if they didn't have independence. However, a spin-off about Vos could be the key to justifying these stories and opening the door to more unique and tragic Jedi tales. Would you want to see a series like this? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos every week. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.